all the silence.
Could one of the healers try and res Artie?
I think they already did.
Okay.
Let me throw a big one just for a few seconds.
Because I couldn't reach him with my resurrection anyway. I don't know. He's below the elevator as well.
Well, we do have a summoning stone up.
But you can't summon a dead one.
Oh shit!
I have released.
There he is.
There's a G's at the star if you need to repair as well before we go.
I don't. I'm at 100%.
So am I, but there might be people who forgot to.
Oh, we trash clearing.
Yes, was everybody here?
Two missing Scorpion Pendali.
Scorpio is here because he's sharding stuff.
Yeah, he's on
And
offsuit
Pendali
pilot.
went for bio, he said.
Set the raid up.
Damnable mortals! You scurry through this tomb like vermin, dispatching my underlings and imagining yourselves the equals of the Legion. Heroes, champions, fools. The husk before you was once a vessel for the might of Sargeras. But this temple itself is our prize. The means
Okay,
by
can you
which
hear
we
me now?
reduce
Yes.
your
Yes.
world
Oh, okay.
to cinders.
Discord
Still,
froze.
I will not deprive you of this chance to fall before an ancient wonder. Let this avatar be the end of you.
I'll run through just. Well, everybody. The only difference. There are a couple of differences between normal and heroic. The main one is that we'll get the fields of green fire that will need people to go and stand in and soak. As far as I know, that doesn't give you a debuff. You just take damage from it, so you can soak them all. What's very important is that you guys are always spread and make sure that you do not overlap each other when you get the burden, which is the green stuff that summons near you, and you have to continuously run. Everybody, if we get the burden and we are DPSing the maiden, the melee is going to be all clumped up, but remember, you still have to take care of it unless you're like a rogue who uses an immunity on it, but you still have to run away from it. And the only other difference really in heroic is that those spears, anytime they go through somebody, they leave a puddle on the ground that slows you. So the way you want to do it is you don't want to be standing on, for example, if you're ranged DPS or a healer, you don't want to be standing on any of these piles, because if you get a spear on you, you might actually impale the tank and it bounces everybody backward. So, for example, if you're standing over here and you're bunking or whatever DPSing away, when you get the spear on you, you should stand still, and everybody who is in a line to you from the boss should move away. They should just take a tiny step to the side to either side. You should be that well spread.
Buddy, about these spears and the residue that they leave, one guide was suggesting to put them in the edge because it will be in the middle, so we won't have time to.
Yeah, and this is what I mean. If you're standing here in the middle, you should stay here in the middle. If you're standing like over here, then you have time to take it to the edge, and you should.
The same goes for the melee also. That put it
Yes,
in the edges.
it's a shorter distance for the melee, and they should always put it at the edge. All right, let's have a flask and feast, and we'll start doing some attempts.
Another difference is the swirless in the last phase.
You mean the tornadoes, or?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we have tornadoes in the last phase where you have to avoid them. And I don't know if we have to assign soakers on each side. It just depends on how well you guys are doing it. But you should be soaking, and I think we only need 3 of you in there. But melee, you have to assist with soaking, especially if the thing is close by, and same goes for healers.
About
Guys,
this,
can you hear me?
Yes.
can I say something about this also, buddy?
Yeah, what?
About the soaking, the purple bath. It was saying that after the first 2 explosions of the boss, it's better to let, because the area that we are on is a bit small.
Something must be wrong because I can't hear anyone.
It's better to
You can't hear
sacrifice
us?
the player.
Sorry, son, what was that?
It's better after the first 2 explosions on the last phase of the boss, because the island we are on is very small. It's better to sacrifice the last player, so the last 2, because the explosion will put the guys, all the other players in the green stack, and you lose many players.
Yeah. We'll talk about that if we get to it. We need to do phase 1 pretty well. I want to see 4 shields on the maiden. So that's a lot of mechanics that we have to practice in phase 1. It's the spears, it's the soaking and everything in phase 1. Phase 2, the encounter almost becomes a different one. It's other kinds of mechanics that we have to deal with. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Guys, make sure you grab a flask from the cauldron. Well, the cauldron's gone, so I hope you have it. Use it now. If you don't have a flask, let us know. You can hear me now, Louise?
Can just look cauldron, or I missed it, or I'm just blind.
No, you missed it. It's gone. I'm trading
Thank
her.
you.
She has one now. You can hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Something was definitely wrong.
All right. So Mirko, you there?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're switching on 2, and we're taking the maiden on sort of the second barrier or the second marker line, so that we don't cleaver too much.
Where, like in the middle or the first circle?
The first circle, like on this one. So that way, it's not too far. When she changes the beam, you can just go directly through the meat.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Want me to start on the maiden, or do you want to start?
I can start, maiden.
Okay.
Just a second, just a second.
Five,
Banana.
4,
Abort, abort,
three,
abort.
Abort, abort.
2,
Yeah, abort.
1.
I don't have an abort macro set up yet.
Banana?
So
Banana.
we're on a break.
Nah, it'll probably be not too long. So. Or, well, do we want to take a well, so we haven't even started. Haven't even started the raid.
No.
I kill you.
What have you watched? Defenders.
Yeah, I watched the Defenders over the weekend. It was pretty good. I think you'll get a free pack. But isn't there like a tournament going on at Gamescom or something? I don't know.
I think so.
I, I don't know. I think you get free packs either way.
Perhaps.
Or at least one pack for participating or something. There seems to be a lot of Jade druids on the streams that I've been watching. Shamans now as well. Pandeli, can you tank for a bit while we're
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Colin and Louise, are you guys there?
I am ready.
Colin, are you there?
Colin. Colin.
Oh, I just DC'd. I'm on my way back in. Sorry. Don't know what happened there.
Colin.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
You start on the maiden, Pandeli.
5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we need to soak those.
Nah, no other melee help.
Wait, you died?
Yeah, he was the solo.
Apparently.
The only person soaking, so yeah.
Me and Artie did one, but Artie died.
I just wipe it. We need 3 of you in each one. At least 3 in each one. Just wipe it, guys. Stop healing, please.
Yeah, when he gets 100 energy.
When his energy is full, he destroys the platform.
It's so close to release. It's
Possibly 4.
at least 3.
We can have people with immunities also.
Yeah, they can be solo soaked. For example, if a mage goes into one, you can just pop ice block, and then people see if you see a ice blocked mage in there, then you don't have to go in there. Well, maybe you don't want to ice block immediately because of the.
We should save it for when it's inconvenient. So when we're doing cleansing protocol and melee is on the maiden, then you need to solo soak it. Shouldn't use it. Shouldn't skip mechanics.
Yeah.
Yes, in emergency situation.
So I understand it's going to be difficult for the healers to take care of the tanks because they may be on other side of the platforms. So all the healers are kind of tank healers because the maiden tank might be on the absolute left side or absolute right side of the platform. All right, let's go again.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Also,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
let's switch.
Let's switch.
Switch to the maiden and DPS her.
Got DPS on her.
Nothing.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch.
I need to take a couple of seconds. I got him,
Cleansing protocol.
Switch.
Switch to the maiden, DPS a bit.
Stop DPS.
It's cooldown.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We had two, right?
Yeah. So you guys should try and stay near the middle area. That way you have the shortest distance to move. We'll try and take the boss to the purple marker.
Someone stacked two on top of each other. That we can't so double.
Yeah, let's not worry about phase 2 though. Let's continue on phase 1, we have to practice that. So, just stop healing and die, guys. And you can all release here, the corpse run is very short. Let's go.
Can I make a suggestion for the Unbound Chaos? Some people are running just straight along in a straight line through other people. If you just run in a small square or circle, you keep it localized and don't cause issues for other people.
What's the range on it?
It spawns on your feet and about anywhere between 1 yard away from you up to 5 yards away from you. So
If you imagine, if you see where I'm jumping this circle, this yellow circle thing in front of me, if you ran a circle around that, you would just drop your stuff there and be out of it yourself, and you wouldn't affect anybody else. But when you run from a long line, you're affecting other people.
what happened there, when the boss gets full energy, he will kill the maiden if the maiden is still alive, and he'll heal percentage of what she has on HP. So if she was around 60%, he will heal for yes, something like 60% or something. So don't think about the boss's HP. If the maiden is not done correctly, then the boss will heal when we go to the second phase, and that's exactly what we don't want. So we want 4 shields on the maiden, which means we have to manage the energy very efficiently and move very fast with the maiden between the beam. And then when the 4th shield is over, we need to kill the maiden, or she should die on the 4th shield without the boss actually having to kill her, or boss being on full energy. And that way we will push into phase 2 with the boss being unable to heal. Okay. Let's go. Everyone is ready.
Five, four, three, two, one. Corrupted matrix.
Oh my god, I'm so... Yeah, I'm in the wrong spot.
4, 3,
No.
2, 1. Protection charger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have like 7.
6 people died.
What's going on?
Maiden's hurting people.
Cleansing protocol.
I'm in the correct spec, but I can't use any of my ability.
Receiver! We have come to end your
bit odd.
invasion of Azeroth. Your master's crusade dies here! Is there no end to your sanctimonious bluster, felon? You claim the mantle of prophet, yet you always lacked the vision to see the inevitable destiny of our world. Of all.
What the fuck is going on?
Do you need to reload?
No, it's just bug. All my abilities just said you have to be in cat form. Yeah, you can check my VOD later on. It was just bug.
Dodge tanking.
Yeah, 200% dodge.
Yeah, we don't need to be using food on this. We need to be practicing our movements and stuff. Alright. Yeah. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Electric Major. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Potential Sergeant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2 dead.
Is it soaking?
It's melee.
Cleansing Protocol. Corrective Matrix. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Potential Sergeant. 5, 4,
Yeah, he melees melee.
2, 1.
Used to be a tank at
Use
Avatar.
a CD Pandali. And I have aggro on the Avatar. No?
No, I don't.
Cleansing Protocol.
Yeah, not enough. Just wipe the guy.
Flesh fails.
Skip feast.
Chaos Flames and Unbound Chaos. That's what killed him.
Chaos Flames is the soak. No, wait, no. What's it called? Burden of Chaos, or Inbound Chaos. Wait, no, what's the...
Melee died to Unbound Chaos. That was what they were
Yeah.
taking damage from.
So melee, the same goes for you really. In group 1, you should be on the left side. In group 2, you should be on the right. And as Jax pointed out earlier, it's good if you can sort of be in your own quadrant when you're taking care of your unbound, but you should never run through anybody else's. A good way to do it is, like I was saying on Friday in the fun run, but you probably, if you weren't here, the way to do it is when the unbound is incoming, that you go in max melee range as you can, and then you edge yourself forward towards the boss. That way you can always keep meleeing the boss, and you shouldn't overlap anybody else's unbound chaos. So, for example, if the boss is right here in front of me, and I get unbound chaos and I'm melee, and I'm all the way hugged to the boss, I for sure never should start running to the sides, because I'm running into other melee. I should go backwards. So that's what I mean. If you're standing in the back and you're DPSing, you get the unbound chaos on you, you can probably zigzag your way forward, always hitting the boss and dropping your unbound where no other melee is. Alright, practice that. Don't overlap your unbound chaos.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Directive Matrix. 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4,
taking the maiden. You can take... Switch to the maiden, please. Back to the avatar. Wow, that means please never run through the tank when it's taunting the avatar. Tanks are down. Alright, wipe it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flesh fails.
I see
A lot of you are
problems
taking,
with the Unbound Chaos.
a lot of you are taking damage by the flames. It's the green stuff on the ground. That should be completely avoidable. If everybody is avoiding it, the healers don't have to heal through it. So
Yeah, the thing is, I'm standing, one runs in front, the other runs to the back, the other one to the side, and the other one makes a circle, and I'm just capsuled in the middle of it, and I can't get out.
yeah, all right. So
We
let's
just
make let's make a strategy.
line
Here,
or something?
yeah, so let's make a strategy here. So never be in front of, never have anybody else in front of you. Let's just make that as a almost like a common rule here. So anytime you get Unbound Chaos, all you should have to do is run forward. So if everybody starts running everywhere, you're gonna lock in people. So the range on the boss is huge. It gets more difficult, of course, when you guys have to relocate to DPS Maiden, but just try and make sort of a habit into when the burden is incoming, I don't want anybody to be in front of me, and I'm gonna run straight forward. Of course, you do not want to be standing on these lines, especially if the maiden is being tanked on them. But let's try and do it like that, so you guys don't trap each other with the Unbound Chaos.
I would like if the melee stop running to the tanks when the Unbound Chaos is there.
Yes. I saw a few running straight over me when I was tanking the maiden, so the tanks can't move, or especially the maiden tank, he's kind of stuck. So if you're dropping your Unbound Chaos straight onto that tank, then yeah, he's just eating the damage.
Yeah, and I'm not really focusing on melee running into me, I'm just focusing on staying alive, so when they just run through me and it pops under my feet, it's
The maiden hits very hard. And let me see. Well, let's try that, guys. So just keep track of when the Unbound is incoming, and just find yourself a path to run. And you can be quite backwards, like I said. The hit radius is, or the hitbox is huge. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Didn't work.
No.
Guys.
I know how to get over that, I'll explain it in the next break.
Very easy.
Ready for the switch.
Switch.
3, 2, 1.
More soakers.
Don't place these to the tanks.
Stop
Nice.
yes.
Switch to the avatar. Nice. Alright, guys, can you look at the path on the left side where I'm tanking the maiden? And you see all those purple, all that purple shit in the lane? This is why I've told you guys never to stand on the lane, because you get the spears on there and it will slow down the tank. Right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Alright, so the Unbound.
Barry, I've got a suggestion on that if you'll allow me.
For the melee, it should be simple as shit, and for the ranged, the same thing. If you just, like, the way it works,
It's not that some people are going sideways.
spawns a green circle anywhere near you. Like I said, it could be 1 radius away from your feet or up to 5 radius away from your feet. You have to be smart when you're moving. If you're just walking straight forward or running forward, you'll just eventually be placing them somewhere where you don't need to be. Let's put it like that. If it spawns an inch to your left, take a step to your right and forward. If it spawns right in front of you, just go edge yourself a little to the left. Just move as little as you possibly have to. You don't need to be running straight forward, because then you're just covering a lot of space without actually having, doing anything.
Problem is, some going forwards and backwards, some going side to side. We could actually resolve that so that everyone was going the same direction and just completely eliminate the issue.
On the left side, there are 4 melee, and on the right side there are 3. It should be very easy for you guys just to be standing max distance from the boss and nowhere near each other, and you should be fine. Yeah, move forwards, and you don't have to run. You just have to be smart about it. Just look at the ground where the green circles are spawning and move accordingly. If I just start running, I'll run out of, because as I said, they spawn near your feet. Okay, just this attempt, just see how they work. They can spawn, you see where I'm standing, they can spawn an inch to my left, a couple of inches in front of me, or even behind me. So when they spawn behind me, there's no reason for me to be running 6 yards ahead. I just need to be moving away from the one that spawned. Can you guys focus on that and see how they actually work?
Problem I had last time was everyone was in position on the pool, but as soon as we pulled, people moved. and so suddenly there was someone standing in front of me. So can't we sort out the positions?
That's what I'm trying.
On
That's what I
every
want to
boss
do.
fight.
That's what I was just hoping to do. Harry. If we just set it up where I'm jumping now, is one person here and one person on the grey line to either side of me, but not on the lines for the flame, and then all of you, whether you're melee or a range, you just go straight forward and back. You will all avoid each other's flames and be able to move happily.
There are mechanics that you always have to move away from your spot to take care of. Like I said, DPSing the maiden, soaking up some stuff. But after each of those mechanics, you should do your best to move in a position where it's safe for you to be in DPS. So it's just handle mechanics, move to a good spot. Handle mechanics, move to a good spot. Sometimes you don't have to move to handle mechanics. And if you're standing already in a good spot, you're good.
So we're not going with sorting out positions. Fine.
Well, Terry, I think you know as well as I do. If I tell a player to stand here at the start, he's going to be somewhere else 3 seconds into the fight anyway.
But this is exactly the same problem we had on the second boss in Hellfire Citadel. People not moving back to positions.
Yeah. And it's just...
And it's going to take us like 15 attempts, 20 attempts before we realise, oh, maybe we should be standing in the same positions. But let's do the 20 attempts.
Oh, I can place you all in a line here. So, just give me a... Alright, so, Uwe, this is your spot over here.
Nope.
Or where you are. Whatever, I don't give
I'm
a
here.
shit.
I need to be
Yeah, just
way
be
up
there,
ahead
yeah.
to reach people to heal them.
QQ, you're next, you're here. Alright, Helgar, you're here. Scorpy, you're here. Luis, you're here.
You do know if you put a healer all at the right side that I can't reach anyone to the middle.
Yeah,
I was standing there over before and I didn't get any heal, so it should be good to put a heal over there.
So, and Thomas, on that far.
You cut out there, Baddy. Where do you want me?
On the furthest to the right. Alright, so you see, Bruce Lee, you can be here, and Leon's here, Artemis. Yes, I placed him on the left. He's on the left. Sync, if you stay over here, you can be a little bit in front. Watch not to pull the maiden.
No.
Yeah, you're fine. Fleur, you can be here on the back. And who am I? Have I left? So Sven, Bart, and Artemis, you can take this section over here. It should be everywhere. Alright. Stick to your spot.
Yeah, you did place Bruce Lee in an odd place.
Oh, so Bruce Lee, you should be over here. Sorry. Sync, you can be over here.
Careful.
Yeah. And Leon's, if Fleur is staying there, then Leon's yeah, you can actually stay behind that healer. Just you make sure you're max range all the time. Alright, melee in group 1. Jax, you be on the furthest left. Octor, you be next to him. Blue next to him. And Barrelith closer to the middle. On the
I'm standing here. Seriously, I started over here, so it's going good.
whatever, yeah. Whatever I say, it doesn't matter. Cora, you stay on the right side. And closer to the middle. Raisha on the middle on the right side. And Nazario on the furthest right on the right side.
5, 4. Corrupted matrix.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch.
Soak.
4, 3, 2, 1. Cleansing protocol.
Cleansing critical.
Cleansing protocol.
Made and finished cast.
Doesn't everybody stick to their spot?
Yes. It didn't work out very well.
Why not?
I did not die.
Most of the outgoing damage in this fight, for everybody except the tanks, is avoidable or sort of shareable. When you're sharing the damage, it's easier for the healers to heal you because you're coming closer together with the healers anyway. If you're standing on your own on the outside and you're avoiding the burden, there's nothing else that can do damage to you, so that you're never a high priority or needed high priority for the healer. I can top you off, but you won't die.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get her to the other side. Run, Pantani.
1.
Maiden.
Oh, I'm on maiden. Switch to the avatar now. Get to your position.
You need to notice me a bit better when you're taking maiden, buddy, so I can be fast on avatar.
Yeah.
I got maiden. Switch to maiden. Switch to avatar.
You need to get her to the new beam.
Yeah.
Let's switch control. Up, up.
Oh shit! Everyone's dead. I can't reach him. I'm on the other side. Nope.
Kind of a maiden.
Yes. You.
We have come to end your invasion of Azeroth.
What happens if you get hit by the hurricanes?
Take a lot of damage.
Cool. That's a good way to wipe.
Also a lot of green lava on the edges. You can jump in.
Lack the vision to see the inevitable destiny of all worlds. Nameless Bales.
Is there some kind of mechanic where on a tank switch the avatar will just hit the closest person?
Yeah.
Because
if it's with we're not moving properly, so if we're switching, we should move the maiden closer to avatar, so we don't have to run too far. That would be easier to switch, because if one of the tanks just move a bit too far and the other one don't notice it, he will just attack the nearest melee and kill you.
He doesn't have any legs.
He doesn't like anyone, I think.
He'll just smack the nearest player.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. Alright, let's have the break now, guys. Let's do 5 minutes. There's a lot of mechanics to practice here, so don't get discouraged, guys. This is like it's the second to the last boss, so this is hard. So we gotta practice and just do better. So Don't worry about it. Don't get discouraged too soon. Alright, so here's the break.
Betty,
Yeah, yes.
do you have a big hour for all the bosses in here? With the
Yes.
special effects and stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
I got one called Tomb for tankings. Shows me Maiden and a couple other things on the other bosses. Just if you didn't have it, I like it a lot, and I even use it for my when I'm DPSing, because then I can follow when the Maiden is close to 100 and be ready to switch as well. So it kind of something everybody should have, to be honest, because you can follow everything in it if it have something to do with you.
And do you have a link to it?
Yeah, I can find it. I just have it in my week hour. I'll just find one. I can link the string in general chat in the Discord.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And I'm not allowed to it because it's over 2,000 signs.
Don't you have a link to the URL to the page where you got it, or?
Yeah, I'll find it again. It's fine. I can use the break on that. It's fine. I'm only a 2-minute smoker anyway, so just give me a second, I'll find it.
Sorry guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We're on a break.
Oh, it's break. Okay.
Welcome back, Mirko.
Okay, yes.
I'm here. Is it still break?
No. I'm reloading my UI. It's bugged for some reason.
Did you get to second phase?
Oh, many times.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Super easy.
Are you sarcastic?
No.
Oh yes, just a little bit.
It was
What's
only at
phase two?
100% health when we got to second phase.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you don't have to add that.
Want me to lie?
I need to restart my.
No, just omit that detail.
Straight line?
Microvirus.
Good one over.
Who's microvirus?
Mirko.
Has Baddy gone offline?
Can you
It's
hear me?
reloading.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I said I need to restart my client. Something's odd. I'm loading in now. Okay, let me see who is here and there.
I'm ready.
Alright, so we just gotta be careful, Mitko, that when we switch on the maiden, that you have to bring her. It almost should be the maiden tank who runs in and taunts the avatar before, because you have to be in melee range. Otherwise, we have a danger of the avatar tank going too far
Okay.
out and immediately getting hit. Alright, yeah, should we get a second cauldron? I'm sorry, guys. Can we get a second cauldron, please? Yeah. Grab your flask, guys, and quickly go to your positions. Alright. Everybody should have a flask. Go, go, go. Cauldron's still up. Alright. Everybody should have taken the flask. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Something?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch of fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch to the net. Call me the boss. Back to the avatar.
Disrupted matrix.
Want the avatar? Go on the avatar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your positions.
Oh, don't accept copy. Stay. There you go.
Switch to the avatar. Switch to the main.
Nope.
New pilot.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Do you have res?
Nope.
What's the melee range, guys, for you where you can actually just hit the ball?
I'll die where I'm at the max melee range, Betty, so you can see.
3, 2, 1.
So I can hit him almost by standing on the first circle here.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I think it takes him a few seconds to attack after the fusion.
But so far I've not seen like a melee player standing like over here. I'm guessing you're all just hugging the boss, like all just over here, like you're doing more DPS if you're standing closer.
Don't druids have an extended melee range though over the rest of us?
Yeah, I do because I'm in balance back, but I mean, I'm just saying that I'm seeing everybody clumped up at the boss. Where is
My max is about halfway between the boss and the first circle line.
just pointing it out.
Sorry, we've got short arms.
Kandali, you there?
I'm sorry, I was playing with my Wii hours.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find that Wii hour I'm using for this.
Yeah. You can also find it after the rain.
5,
Just put it on the
4,
phone.
3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More soak.
2, 1.
Oh, what's that?
Wait, what are you doing? Echo? Echo? Can you hear me?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you guys hear me or?
Yes.
Yeah.
More like Merc gone.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
wait.
But he's moving.
Just wipe it, guys. Stop you, please, and stand.
Oh, we got the second phase, guys.
Yeah, again, with 100% Avatar.
For Switch? Sorry, you called for what? I taunt at 2 stacks. I move closer and taunt automatically.
We try to communicate with you.
Mirko.
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Why did you taunt the maiden?
What? I taunted. I was tanking the maiden and I taunted her?
No. You were tanking the avatar. You ran away, and then you taunted the maiden while I was tanking her in the beat.
After I died, or?
I don't.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Taunt.
It was around the time when he died, so that might have been the issue.
Yeah, I died and I thought everything went well, but I didn't taunt it then. I died when I taunted the boss first time.
I think you taunted the maiden after you got rest, Mirko. That's probably what happened.
But I can taunt after 8 seconds only.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
so-
maybe you had a misclick or something.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Could you put him on the right, please?
You can run backwards as well. Because if you're just standing here and at the back, that seems to work great for me. I just run backwards. I get out of range, but that doesn't really matter. I just dish the
I
damage.
didn't taunt, I just checked Widow. I just got aggro. But I never taunted. Was some hunter misdirecting to me or something? Yeah, I didn't even have the target. I just got aggro of maiden, don't know how.
Yeah, the song. Now he's in.
Sorry, what?
There you go.
He needed a summon.
Okay. Are you ready, Memphis?
Yes, because we summoned him.
Yeah, and is he ready? Because he said no, he wasn't ready. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did I got it again?
No, I just hadn't taught it yet.
5, 4, 3,
Sorry.
2, 1.
Talking the boss.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Corruption will be cleansed.
Shield.
Switch to the main. Switch to the avatar.
Corrupted
It's, if it's not instantly a res, then we're never gonna salvage it because of that boss.
Oh, there's soulstone your next try.
5, 4, 3, 2.
No. It's the mechanics of the fight, Fleur. If the maiden tank dies, or the avatar tank dies, then if the avatar tank dies, melee is gonna get smacked and killed. If the maiden tank dies, the maiden's gonna run off the energy beam, and the boss is gonna fill up his energy a lot quicker. So if either of the tanks die, it's really just game over.
To your sanctimonious bluster, felon. You claim the mantle of prophet, but you always lack the vision to see the inevitable destiny of our world. Of all worlds. Fails.
Yeah, that's fine. Memphis, do you see the new notes? Memphis, trade me, I can give you a flask.
I'm leaving in a bit so he can get mine. Let me trade him.
Okay. Okay. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think actually practicing with heroism at the pole is something we shouldn't be doing. It's gonna put your timers out of whack and you're just gonna be blowing your CDs when you should be possibly saving them for the maiden shield.
Soakers.
Should be practicing on getting the maiden shield down as fast.
Need 3 seconds.
Don't run over the tanks with your bird. You can avoid it.
Corrupted nature. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shield.
Over to let's switch. I'll taunt the maiden, you taunt the avatar.
What avatar?
Taunting the boss.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maiden's almost full energy. Over to the new bit. Ready to switch to maiden. Switch to the maiden, please. Switch to the maiden. Continue to keep there. Switch to the avatar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing at all.
Second.
Maiden almost got full energy, yes. So, then ready to kill the maiden, please.
Yes, in a sec.
Stand it ranged on star. Just look. You should try and go to the middle as fast as you can. Because then you have to move as little as possible.
Is there no end to your sanctimonious bluster, felon?
Those that have the dark mark, make sure you don't stack up on
Don't
each other.
fucking overlap.
You can't overlap them, you have to split up. And then people have to help you soak.
Sorry, Terry, I had to fucking move.
Yeah, I know, I was running away from the other mark as well.
So if you see the marker there in the middle, the star marker, if you're close to that, you'll rarely have to make any big movements except dodging tornado. And that's the key to this second phase, is as little movement as possible and as high DPS as possible. So let's not use heroism on the pull, and you guys should hold on your DPS CDs so that you can burst the maiden shields down faster. The sooner you kill the sooner you DPS the maiden shield down, the quicker you can get to work on other mechanics, and they won't overlap. So you don't want burden or soaking while we have to DPS the shield down. So the quicker the shield goes down, the better.
Betty, I'll link my my Vigara in the chat now.
So when are we using Harrow then?
Phase 2, I think.
We should probably use it when we're landing in phase 2. Let's just everybody try and get to the middle as fast as we can, and then we just.
There's no benefit of using it then, no.
Let's see, when is the best benefit?
Well, the only benefit would be because we have limited time in phase 2, but I don't know. We're still like 20% behind. Should be like as close to 30 when we transition on 50.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, there is valid reasoning to just do the thing on the pole. Our DPS is so far behind anyway. The boss should be near 40, sub 40% when we hit phase 2. So yeah, sure. Let's do the heroism at the start. It's fine.
The faster you kill the boss, also you can be lenient with not soaking energy. Like if we miss a bit of time, the faster we kill him, we don't lose out too much.
Betty.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean by no. Scorpion.
There's less time to fuck up the tank switching.
Okay. Sorry, who was saying something?
Me.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. You
I linked. Yeah, I linked the Vigara. I don't know why I didn't want to paste it down in the chat before, but
It's
I got it
saying
working now.
receiving information.
Yeah, it's the Vigara. I just linked. You can copy the string directly from the Vigara into the chat, so others can get it. So you don't have to find the website link.
Click it then.
You probably don't have that one.
How are we doing for healers?
What?
What's a healer?
Yes. Yeah, no worries. Yes, we'll do hero at the start. That's fine. No, let's have a couple of more attempts so we can practice the movement, so it's fine. Just give me a second.
I need a sec. Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Is Louise ready?
Louise said yes, he needs a minute.
Back. Sorry about that.
Oh. Everyone's right. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shield. Shield.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'll taunt the boss after this. If you taunt the maiden now. She's almost full. Switch on there. switch back to Avatar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Erupted nature. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to switch to Maiden. No, Maiden, go, go, go. We're done. Then look the Avatar. Burn Avatar. Alright, that's sub 40. It's pretty good. Remember, get to the star. Oh, Miko,
You want to close?
I want him near the middle as long as possible, then to the... Alright, take it to that corner. Alright, marks go to the side. They need more players to help soak them.
You claim the mantle of prophet, yet you always lack the vision to see the inevitable destiny of our world. Of all worlds.
So stay near the star, guys. Just stay on the star as much as you can. That way, you don't have to move and you can DPS for a lot of...
32%.
Oh, we are all dead. Did he? Oh, he was at 39. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, the star is still a safe spot for you guys. That's a pretty good one.
So when we drop, you want the boss to stay closer to the star?
I want the boss to be stationary for a good while, so that everybody can get to the sort of star and group up. We can heal up and then just start nuking, and then we just start. Then we move into the corner. Yeah, sort of after a few seconds when we're all kind of settled down.
Okay.
Guys, I've got to go for my doors now. Sorry, Monday night.
Alright, no worries, man. Alright, we should probably start feasting and starting using augment runes. Starting feasting.
What's the difference between fisting and feasting?
Definitely.
And augment runes are a good idea. It's pretty close, guys, so...
If you have an immunity, you can soak the dark mark alone. Just macro something that says soaking alone when you pop your ice block or turtle or whatever. Because people will stand on you.
If you can say, if you have like Cloak of Shadows, and you can say in chat, if you just spam "I can't die" or something, then people see, okay, he's so Same with ice block. Of course, you can't spam ice block because then you're gonna remove it. But if you have text that says "I can't die" or "I'm immune," same for paladins, bubble time or something like that. If you see people use that, then they're gonna soak on their own. Otherwise, you guys need to split up. If you have the, what is it called? Dark mark. No, it's in the second phase. You have dark. So players that get dark marks should move away from each other and move away from others. Those that can soak it should do so on their own, and they should macro in like a say thing, as we were saying, like I can't die, I'm immune, bubble time. And if they can't soak it on their own, at least 2 players need to go and stand with them so that they can help soak. All right. See you. And as much as you can, guys, avoid the tornadoes. Move away from them. They do a lot of damage. The more stuff you can avoid, the better. And try and stay closer to the middle, as we said.
Is it runes time?
Yes. Defile the augmentation or augmentation rune. You should use those. Everyone's ready, so let's.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maiden almost on full energy. Push the maid.
2, 1.
Back to the avatar. Taunting the avatar. Switch to the main dude.
Corrupted nature. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch of sergeant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch on this. taunt the maiden, you taunt the other.
Please keep positions, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's done. Let's wipe and go again.
Sorry, Sync.
Just wipe and go again, guys. Stop leaving, please.
3, 2, 1.
I have to go now, guys.
Thank you for joining.
See you, Laura.
Video.
No, that's alright. Bye.
Kick some ass.
Can't even reach it. It's stuck in the ground.
Grab your Hearthstone.
Hearthstone. Get your free packs here!
Hearthstone.
Pearlstone, that sounds like a Friday thing.
And use your augmentation rune. Get ready, guys. Get on your spot. Let's focus up. You can do this, boss. Alright. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2,
Need some melee in here.
1.
Because I got hit from cross, because I was close to that first, and I didn't get healed up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shield.
Corrupted matrix. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Corruption will be cleansed.
switch to the maiden. Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I thought it was explosion time, so I moved her at 10 yards.
Flesh fails.
Yeah, let's hold. Just wait with taunt switching. If the maiden's if the maiden shield is up, then I'll just just use a CD to mitigate the boss down. You have to go, Scorpy, or
Yeah, he was really tired. Yeah, it told me.
Sync, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am lagging quite a bit, but I think I've caught up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soakers.
Helger is.
Back on the avatar, guys. Get back to your position. Okay, that was a bad spear right on top of the tanks through the maiden and everything.
Yes.
Yes.
5, 4. Touch of Sargeras.
I'm gonna have the second break now and then
5,
I'll come back
4,
and kill this guy.
3, 2, 1.
Deceiver! We have come to end your invasion of Azeroth. Your master's crusade dies here.
timer. got an extra that you can also have. You can also use. Let me see who's here. Alright, I'll put a feast up. There you go. Alright, cool. We shouldn't have to use a cauldron for the last hour. I think everybody should have a flask on that. If somebody's missing a flask, you can ask one of the alchemists to give you their extra one. And if you're still missing a flask, an officer, someone can give you a standalone flask.
Anyone
Quick
need a strength one?
Where is the melee standing in general? In general, is it behind Maiden or? For the most part, I'll try. My healing rain is useless in here anyway, so I'll try to keep it in that general area. Where would they be stacking up most?
They're stacking when they need to be soaking. Otherwise, they're pretty much spread because
Okay,
of.
they are also spread.
Yeah.
So I see some people over here with where this healing rain is, but there's only 2 people.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very difficult, but
I'll try to keep it here then see if it helps someone.
usually, yeah, if you keep it around the middle area, the tanks can use it, for example. So I usually move towards it when I see it up.
Would it be a good idea to put the healing rain on the bit we have to soak?
Yeah, they do that anyway. Though. Let me see. I did already check, didn't I?
Yep.
Was everybody ready? Wait.
Apart from Florinaldo.
Oh, right, okay. Let me do another one, just to make sure. There's a feast in the back there, and if you need a strength flask, if you need a flask, I can give you. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2,
Ready to switch to the main.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That maybe?
Sure, that's on the avatar.
2 seconds. Second boss.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one.
Then switch to the main. Taunting your bottom.
Shield.
Not enough people on the main.
Touch of Sargeras.
Alright, let's swipe and go again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, this is just about getting the mechanics done, so... Say the maiden shield is incoming, then get ready to move yourself into a position so that you can start nuking the maiden. Oh, I'll put the feast down. Okay.
To get all the buffs and prots on the beginning.
Sorry?
And Memphis is asking for hero after first chaos.
It's probably better to do it with the pre-pot, but okay. When is it?
Couple of seconds in.
There's gonna be just another ability that overlaps it anyway. I don't think so. Just do it on the pull with the pre-pot. Just do your best to stay in melee range when the chaos happens. Alright. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you? I was pretty sure I was in range there, but that's my fault. Nice if you tell me also, Mishka, when you're tanking.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cleansing protocol.
Switch, avatar, get to your positions again.
Getting boss.
Corrupted matrix. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to switch to the maiden. Our energy is almost full. Go.
Getting boss.
2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2,
Taunting them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch to the maiden still, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maiden almost on full energy.
What?
Guys, that is terrible burden. Alright, go back to the avatar or move away.
2, 1. Corrupted matrix. Touch of Sargeras.
Taunting the ball.
5,
Beam.
4,
Just
3,
move to the new
2,
beam. Yeah.
1.
Taunting.
Cleansing protocol.
Get ready to switch to the maiden now for the last time. Everybody on the maiden, DPS.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As soon as she dies, make sure you burn the avatar. Alright, burn the avatar. Focus ours. We're way behind on DPS.
Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, to the Star Marker.
Deceiver! We have come to end your invasion of Azeroth. Your master's crusade dies here. Is there no end to your sanctimonious bluster, felon?
Remember, if you can soak alone, let us.
Claim the mantle of prophet, yet you always lack the vision to see the inevitable destiny of our world, of all worlds.
Fracture realities. Spell infusion.
Take him out of the lava.
Spell infusion.
Make sure he.
Spell infusion. Fracture realities. Spell infusion. Spell infusion.
Just about again. Alright, so for example, in that last phase, Memphis, you got the dark mark on. When you get that, can you bubble yourself, and on your bubble macro, can you say something like in capital letters like bubble time or I'm immune or something? That way we know that we don't have to help you soak, that you're actually just gonna solo do it. So mages and anybody who has an immunity like that, if you do that, it's easier for us to spot who we need to help. So once you get those dark marks on you, remember, don't stand with other players with dark marks. You have to step out of the raid, and then 2 other players need to go and help you.
I just checked. We lose the hero by the time we have to run. So you don't have to delay your cooldowns. You just lose DPS.
Okay. Alright, focus up, guys. This is potentially the last attempt, but we may have time for one more, but we are pretty close. Just have to get those mechanics correct. So get in position. Everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunting.
Can you rest me quickly? I could salvage this. I still don't have a res. I still don't. It's alright.
It's only me who can do it, and I got the arrow, and I was far away from it.
Shield. Boss.
I use a CD to go. My taunt was wrong.
Something boss.
Stop. You only have a drop.
Right. Can we get Merkel out?
Yeah, let's go again. Let's have another attempt.
4, 3, 2, 1. Corrupted matrix.
Yes. Sorry.
Guess he lost his connection.
1 second, let's see if he comes on Discord. Okay, let's go spawn of it. Alright, let me see who's ready. Alright, this is the last attempt, guys. Make sure you have runes and everything up. So let's focus. Get a very good attempt in, possibly a kill. Or we can do it if we all focus on mechanics. So here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Switch maiden, taunting the boss. Switch the maiden now. Watch those impale spears.
Corrupted matrix.
They're trying to kill me, Fleur. I know.
Switch.
3 seconds. Something.
Switch DPS to Avid.
Switch seconds.
Sorry, Mirko, what was that?
I have 2 seconds.
Alright, I'll taunt the boss now. Taunting the boss.
One sec.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch of surgery. Cleansing protocol. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have 2 stacks. I want to move. One to move on.
Alright. Have to work.
Timing was shit.
Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday are up on the raid calendar, guys. We will do a re-clear and come back here and get this boss down.